Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's lesson will be about the hadith of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, and it will be telling us about using the right hand. So throughout this we're going to learn the importance of using our right hand when we eat our food. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So this is on page number 54. So today we will be learning page number 54 and page number 55 from the course book of An-Nasiha Islamic Curriculum. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. Our beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, Sammillaha wa kul biyaminik. Repeat after me. Sammillaha, Sammillaha, Sammillaha wa kul biyaminik. Wa kul biyaminik. Wa kul biyaminik. Sammillaha wa kul biyaminik. Now it's very important for everyone to learn the Arabic of this hadith and the meaning of the hadith which is written underneath. So the meaning of this hadith is, say Bismillah and eat with your right hand. Say Bismillah and eat with your right hand. And this hadith has been mentioned in the book Sahih al-Bukhari. So this is the hadith that we are learning on page number 54. Now we will move on to page number 55, where we will hear an explanation of this hadith, insha'Allah. So read after me. Say Bismillah and eat with your right hand. Our beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught us so many good manners. He told us how to do everything. We love Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Our beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam would eat with his right hand and say Bismillah. Dear children, when we love someone, we want to be like them. We must also eat with our right hand and say Bismillah. This is something very important for a Muslim. Being like the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is very important. Let's look at our own family. All children want to grow up to be like their father or like their mother, or they would like to be like a favorite uncle of theirs, or they would like to be like a teacher of theirs, because we want to be like people that we respect and we honor and we love, isn't it? So in the same way, Muslims love and respect and honor the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which is why we try all the time to copy him. Why do we copy him? Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was sent as a guidance to all of mankind. Guidance meaning he has been sent as a messenger to us so that we can see how he does things and he can show us the correct way of doing things. That's why if the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us and taught us to say Bismillah before eating, then that is the correct thing to do and that is the best thing to do. So I hope everybody is saying Bismillah before eating. Remember the dua that we learnt? Bismillahi wa barakatillah. I'm sure you all know it. Bismillahi wa barakatillah. And if a person forgets to say Bismillah and starts eating and then they remember all of a sudden that, you know what, I have not said Bismillah yet. That's when you say the other dua when you forget to read Bismillah before eating, which is Bismillahi awwalahu wa akhirah. Look how easy Allah made it on us. If we forget to say Bismillah before eating, not to worry, we have something else to say and that will make up for us forgetting to say Bismillah before we ate in the beginning. Okay, now this is something very important. Wakul biyaminik. It's important that we eat with our right hand and not our left hand. Shaitan eats with his left hand. Look at that. So the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ate with his right hand, but Shaitan eats with his left hand. And when we don't say Bismillah, he begins to eat with us. Oh no! We don't like Shaitan because Shaitan makes us do bad things, or Shaitan tells us, oh, do this bad thing. Oh, it's prayer time. Don't worry about the prayer. Carry on playing a game. Oh, your mom and dad is telling you to read the Quran. Just say no to them and continue playing your games. It is not important to read the Quran. Shaitan always whispers to us and says all these wrong things because he wants us to become like him, someone who does not listen to Allah. But we don't want to be like Shaitan. We want to be like our beloved messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And also, we don't want Shaitan to eat with us. When we eat something, we become strong, isn't it? We don't become weak, we become strong. So we want to become strong so that we can pray to Allah more, we can recite the Quran more, we can do so many good things as well. But if Shaitan starts eating with us, then he's going to become strong and he's going to whisper to us about evil things even more. So that's why it's very important to say Bismillah before we eat, and we eat with our right hand. I hope you've all understood this lesson, inshallah. Now we will move on to the workbook, and this is An-Nasiha Islamic Curriculum Workbook 2, and I would like everybody to open up to page number 23. Using the right hand. Now translate the following hadith, color in the Arabic writing, and then write down a few lessons you learned from this hadith. So if you look carefully here, the hadith is written in Arabic, but it is written in a way where you can color these words. So I want you to become creative and color these words however you want to color them. You could color them in one color. You could probably color each letter in a different color. You can probably draw little stars around the hadith. I want you to decide how you would like to decorate this hadith in a beautiful way. After you've done that, write down the meaning of the hadith in these lines here. Okay, so by now you should have already memorized the Arabic of the hadith and the meaning of the hadith. So writing down the English translation should be a piece of cake for you and very easy. So everyone should write down the meaning of this hadith in these lines without looking and from memory. Once you have done that, move on to the bottom of the page where from this hadith I learnt is mentioned. Now you would see there's number 1, number 2, number 3. Meaning, what have you learned from this hadith? What lessons have you learned from this hadith? For example, I've learned the importance of eating with my right hand. Or for example, I've learned that if shaitan eats with me, then he is going to become strong. What have you learned from the hadith? I want you to write that down here. Okay? And once you have written it down, okay, I want you to practice on this. Listen very carefully. It's not about knowing what this hadith is saying. The most important part of your homework is actually doing it. Are we actually saying Bismillah before we eat? If we are, then we have passed our homework. Are we eating with our right hand? If we are, then we have passed our homework. So the main part about this as your homework is, are you actually saying Bismillah before eating? Are you actually eating with your right hand? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy on all of us, and let us practice on the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Jazakallahu khairan wa ahsanal jaza.